Hey everybody, welcome back. Here's a little bit of a different video for me. My friends over at DR Strings were kind enough to send over a few various sets of their fairly wide collection of available guitar strings. Now, DR Strings is not a string that I have ever tried before, and I was very curious about it. They're a handmade string, and I've really heard nothing but great things about them from everybody that I've spoken to, so I was very curious to see exactly what everybody was talking about. They were kind enough to send over these 3 packs. First of all, we have the high beams. I'm using 10 to 46. That's what I always use. And you'll see right here on all the packs underneath it says the handmade string, right? So we have the high beams, which are described as bright and clear. It's a nickel string on a hexagonal core. We have the Pure Blues, which is a vintage pure nickel on a round core. And we have maybe what could be considered their flagship product, which is their Veritas Strings, which is a quantum nickel winding on a round core, but the round core is a coated round core. So pretty interesting technology that they're using, and I was really interested in giving these all a try. So let's dive in a little deeper to what the folks at DR actually say about each different string. So we see here for the high beams, it says it features a nickel-plated steel wrap wound on a hexagonal core wire, delivering a bright tone with great versatility that can stretch across a wide array of musical genres. They're ideal for players looking for a bit more brightness without losing a solid tone. They tune up quickly without a lot of break-in and then stay put. So I actually chose to use those on my Vigier GV wood hollow body, which is kind of a Les Paul style guitar, semi-hollow body. Beautiful guitar with amber pickups, and I thought that might suit that guitar nicely. Next up, we have their Veritas strings, which it says the Veritas electric guitar strings maintain their tone, tuning stability, and intonation thanks to the coated core technology, a process of coating the round core wire, which locks the wrap wire in place and extends string life by protecting the core from corrosion. A quantum nickel wrap delivers more power, brighter tone, and greater flexibility and responsiveness. All Veritas sets include both standard plain steel and xenon power plain strings, which have increased output to balance with the wound strings. So that's the interesting part about the Veritas strings, is they actually come with 3 separate G, B, and E strings. So they have their normal strings plus the xenon power plain strings, which you can tell them apart because of the gold coloring. It's actually quite attractive. It's nice. So I put that on my Vigier Excalibur special guitar, as I thought I might make a good match with that. And finally, we have the Pure Blues set. It says the Pure Blues electric guitar strings are constructed with a pure nickel wrap wire on a round core wire to produce a distinctive warm and balanced sound with rich overtones and a vintage vibe. They create the unmistakable tone and feel of classic American rock and blues with chords that ring out sweet and round while leads have more punchiness and sustain. They feel smooth and playable with a remarkably responsive touch. Okay, so let's take these for a little test drive and see if all of the descriptions actually stand up to what was described. So first up, I'm with the high beam strings on the, like I mentioned, the Vigier GV wood semi-hollow body. I love this guitar. Now these strings were said to add a little bit of brightness, which I thought would be nice for this style of a guitar. The other thing I found with it that was very interesting when I first played, and I really didn't break these in at all. I wanted to kind of not stretch them like I would normally maybe stretch and try to break in some strings. I wanted to see how they sort of measure up without having to spend any excessive amount of time breaking them in. So here's what these sound like. That's on the bridge pickup. I'll go to the split bridge pickup. Go to the neck pickup. Very nice feel on these, very happy with them. One thing I've noticed, the tuning is extremely stable on them, regardless of the fact that I really spent no time breaking them in. I literally changed strings on these guitars like 10 minutes before I did this video. So nice stuff, they feel great. One really interesting thing is on this guitar, which is a 24.8-inch scale, which would normally have a bit of a slinkier feel, I find these actually have a little less slinky a feel to them. actually something that I really like. So I like these strings on this guitar, and I really think they live up to what the folks at DR have described them as. So next up is my Vigier Excalibur Special with the Veritas strings on. Now, I chose to go with the Xenon Power Plane top strings. I don't know if you can see that. It probably will not come through on camera, but there's a gold tint to them. They're really quite attractive. That's how we tell them apart from the other 3 strings that are in the package. And these would be the quantum nickel wrap on the coated round core, and we'll see how these sound. Again, really I haven't done any break-in period on these. I just tuned them up, played like 3 or 4 notes, and left it alone. So we'll see how these sound. For anybody interested, I'm playing through my Line 6 Marketplace US Princess Ultimate preset for this on, I believe, snapshot number 2. Yeah, with a little bit of hall reverb and tape delay. Go to some single coil positions. Neck pickup. Very nice feel and tone out of these as well. Hard with this to know, the longevity of the strings and whatnot from a short demo like this and sort of first impressions. This is more of a first impression, but I really like the feel of them. Tone is great. Really liking those strings as well. So finally, we're onto the Pure Blues set, and I put that on my Vigier Expert Strat style guitar. These strings were described as being a little more warm, maybe have a vintage sound to them, but a little smoother maybe. So I thought they might make a good fit on this guitar. Again, really no break-in time on these. I'm just kind of going about 10-15 minutes after I put them on. Go to the neck pickup. These are really nice. I like these. A very nice feel to them. They are very smooth and a little bit of that warmer tone. This really suits his guitars. Really blown away by this. Again, beautiful feel, beautiful stability. So I guess my takeaways on these strings were, when I changed them, I was able to tune them up to pitch really effortlessly, maybe slightly more effortless than some other strings that I've used. The tuning stability is amazing. I really didn't work them in, break them in any way. I'm sure if I grabbed the strobe tuner and checked after I'm stretching some strings, there might be some discrepancies there, but pretty impressive for not having actually worked these in or broken them in. These pure blues strings, really nice. I've always been the type of player who never really liked new strings right away. I always kind of go, ooh, you know, I can't wait till they're broken in a bit. These kind of just sound that way right off the shelf. Very nice, very impressed. So I could definitely see myself utilizing these strings a lot more. Very good work by the folks at DR. Very impressed with these. Made in the USA strings, handmade. Check out their website. They have a very large selection of different strings for different purposes available, and I really don't think anybody using these would be disappointed in them. Pretty interesting. So I'd like to thank them for sending these out for me to check out. A lot of fun trying some new strings for once, and wasn't disappointed in them. And I really think that their description of these strings on their website and how they've designed them to be is quite accurate. They really do meet up to what they describe them as. So thanks again to the folks at DR Strings for sending these over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was enjoyable. At least I hope some folks got something out of it, and give the folks over at DR Strings a try if you're looking to try some new strings. I don't think you'll be disappointed in them. Please like the video, share with anybody who you think would get use out of it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I will be back real soon with some more content. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Ciao for now.